Welcome everyone. Mm, We are learning about Microsoft Excel. Your chapter number third is log on to MS Excel. Now we will start your chapter number four, editing a worksheet. In MS Excel, you all know we work on worksheets. So worksheet, how we can edit it. MS Excel is an application software used to perform mathematical calculation. After entering data in a worksheet, you may need to make some changes in it. You can add more data and edit its content. Editing a worksheet involves changing cell contents, copying and moving data, inserting or deleting rows and columns. MS Excel is an application software and it is used to save the data and it is used to do the mathematical calculation on that particular data. After entering the data in a worksheet, when we used to enter the data in a worksheet, sometimes it happens we may write some incorrect information. So if we want to change that data, will be called as editing a worksheet. So if you want to edit your data, if you want to change your data, you need to do the editing of a worksheet. Sometimes you need to move your data from one place to another. So copying your data or moving your data from one place to another is also a editing of worksheet. Sometimes you want to insert something in your data, or sometimes you want to delete something in your data or in a worksheet. As you know, a worksheet is consist of rows and columns. If you want to delete the whole row or a whole column is also termed as editing a worksheet. Anything changes in worksheet, and any change in worksheet is termed as editing a worksheet. We will learn how we will do that. To select a row column, click the row column heading, entire worksheet. Press Ctrl A, click on the Select All button located at the top one row heading. So if you want to select a row or a column, you can click on a row or a column heading. If you want to select entire worksheet, press Ctrl plus A. Adjacent row and column, select first row column, then hold down the Shift key with the Select key while you select the last row column. So if you want to select adjacent row, you have to select it with the help of Shift key and the arrow keys. Non-adjacent row and column, click on the row column, then hold down the Control key. You will click on the another row column for selection. If you want to select non-adjacent column, you have to hold the column with the help of Control key. Then another column, whatever you want to hold, you have to press with the Control key. This is how you can select the cell or the whole worksheet or the column. So how then you will enter the data in that? Entering the number as text, date and time. How you will enter the data as a text, date and time. To enter the number as a text, place apostrophe before the number. The digit will be entered as text. So if you want to enter the number like 1, 2, 3, 4 as a text, means there will be no mathematical calculation if we enter the number as a text. Then we have to put apostrophe before the number, like apostrophe, then 2, then that 2 will be termed as a text, then it will be treated as a text. And then if you will add 2 plus 2, if the 1 2 is with the apostrophe, it will not be add as a 4, just because that you have made that text number as a text. So to make a number as a text, you have to put the apostrophe before the number. Then then you will be then that number will be treated as a Type date or time in a cell, type the number and click on the enter button next to the formula bar. Date or time in a cell, you have to type the number and click the enter next to the formula bar, which is next to the formula bar. If you will click on the enter, then click on the format drop down button in the cell group on the home tab and select the format cells option. In format cell dialog box, select the number tab, click on date or time. In the category list, choose the type of format and click on OK. So on a formula bar, when you will click on enter, then you have to click on you will get a drop down list. In a drop down list, you have to select the home tab and then the format cell. When you will click on the format cell, you will see the different date and time option. Then what in it will give you the format of the date and time. So whatever format you want, you can select it as per your choice. To enter date and time in a cell, separate the date and time with a space. If you want to enter date and time in a single cell, what you have to do? You have to separate the date and time with a space. First, you have to enter the date and then you have to click on the space button from the keyboard and then time. Then the date and time will be separated from each other. Changing cell content. How you will change the cell content? The characters and the numbers type in Excel can be both in cell as well as in formula bar. To enter the type content, you can also use to enter button present on the left of the formula bar in place of the enter key. The two button cancel and enter are present on the left of formula bar. Cell content can be modified in two ways, replacing cell content and using edit mode. So if you want to change the cell content, as you know, when we click on the cell, that particular content is you can see on a formula bar. Then on the formula bar you can change the cell content, or on the cell you can change the cell content. So the cell content can be modified in two ways, replacing cell content or using edit mode. As you know, we can see the content in formula bar also. So how you will do with the replacing cell content? By default, you can edit cell content directly and replace them with the new entry. Open a new worksheet and type the data. Activate the cell by clicking on it and type new data in that cell and press the enter key. You know that the previous value is replaced by new. Similarly, try to change the content of the other cell. You can also edit the cell content in the following way. So if you want to replace the cell content, what you have to do? You have to open your worksheet. Whatever data you want to change, click on that particular cell and start typing. As I have told you that whenever we want to enter some data, first we have to select the cell, then we have to start typing. So similarly, if you want to change the data, you have to select that cell and you have to start typing. Automatically the previous data will be changed, and you can edit the cell content in the following ways. The ways are: to change the content of the cell, select the cell and then click the formula bar where you want to insert character. Now make the modification in the formula bar. To turn on overtype mode, double click on the cell and press the insert key from the keyboard. The existing character is replaced by the new character value type. If you are not getting this, then you can watch my previous video. In that I have given the practical of this. Then what are the two ways? First one is you have to select the cell and then you will see the content of the cell in the formula bar, and you can change the data in formula bar. As I have already told you, the data which you are writing in a cell, you can see that data in formula bar. So one way is that you have to select the cell and then you will see your data in the formula bar, and then you can edit the data from there. You can insert the character or you can delete the character. You can do anything with the data in a formula bar. Or the second way is double click on the cell, then you will see the cursor, and with the help of the cursor, with the help of the arrow key, you can move your cursor anywhere and you can insert or delete or you can modify your data according to your need. So these are the two ways. First, you have to select the cell. You will see your data in formula bar. So you can change your data in formula bar, or what you can do, you can double click on it, then you will see the cursor, and then you can edit the content in a cell. Another way is using edit mode. Select cell, double click on the cell to edit it. The data is displayed in the formula bar. The insertion point will be blank within the cell. Note that the edit mode is indicated on the left side of the status bar. Position the pointer at the desired place and change the content. Press the enter key. The changes will be entered in the current cell. Notice the edit mode indicator changes the to ready mode. So when you will click on a cell, you will see the data is in ready mode. If you will double click your data, then on the above, just above the start button, you can see that the mode is changed from ready to, the status of the sheet is changed from ready to edit. So that will be the edit mode. In that particular edit mode, you can also change the data in formula bar or in the cell content. You can point your cursor anywhere and you can insert, delete, or do the modification according to your need in edit mode. And when you will enter the data, when you will edit the data, after editing the data, then you have to press the enter key. When you will press the enter key, you will see your cursor will move down and the data which you have written is entered. So it is up to the user if he wants to enter the data from the keyboard from or from the formula bar or from the direct from the cell. If you want to input the data direct from the cell, you have to double click on it. Note: to edit the cell content, select the cell and press F2 key. The cursor will blink at the end of the cell content. So if you don't want to double click the data, this is the note for you. You have to select the cell. You have to select the cell on which you have to edit the data. Then what you have to do, you have to press the F2 key. The cursor will blink at the end of the cell content, where your cell content is ending. You then the cursor will blink at the end. So this is for your, till this you have completed the chapter number 4. Now we will keep this video till here, and further topic we will discuss in the next video. So with this, I will give you the worksheet in which I have given you the fill in the blanks, and we will discuss some of the fill in the blanks. To treat the digit as a text, you have to begin the entry with apostrophe mark. So I have already told you, if you want to enter the digit, that is number, as a text, you have to begin the entry with the apostrophe mark. When you will enter the data with the apostrophe mark, then data will be treated as a text, and you can't do the mathematical calculation on text. You can only do the mathematical calculation on numbers. The enter dat the to the enter date and time in a cell, separate the date with the time with space. So if you want to enter the date and a time in a single cell, and how you will separate that date and time, with the space button. You have to click on the date, but first you have to write the date, then you have to click the space button, then time. You have to give a space between them to enter the date and time in a cell. To add a row in a worksheet, choose dash option. What is the option? Insert sheet row. To add a new worksheet, you have to if you have to add a new row in a worksheet, you have to choose the insert sheet row option, and there is one more option to insert the row. Do the right click and then click on the insert from the context menu, and when you will click on the context menu insert option, you will get the insert row option. Or what you can do, you can click on the insert sheet row from the ribbon. What one is you can use the shortcut key dash to undo the last action, that is control plus Z. These are the fill in the blanks which I have given you in the worksheet. You have to complete your work as anytime soon we are calling the notebooks. So you have to complete the work till the last worksheet which I have given you, and I want the complete work in your notebook. You have to do all this fill in the blanks in your notebook. Thank you, class.